Hello everyone, Vampire Tweeteen here, and this game has taken me for a ride. So, we figured out some big stuff last time, and we're going to try and figure out who the killer is this time. So.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
I can't at all.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Yeah.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for it.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or
Can't
something?
be Yufumi.
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get
It
fingerprints
wasn't
from.
Byakuya.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Yeah.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay. Does it really hold a clue? Somehow it's hard to believe, but maybe not? Make my argument. Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading.
True.
He was on his way to go exercise.
And we know
so
that.
Next, why did he choose the specific track?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out?
No way. Not a chance.
First of all, we know where he was on his way to go exercise.
So next we have, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
My tracksuit is black.
No, I messed up, but... Oh no, Mondo!
First of all, we know he was on his way, so next...
How would he know the color of it?
What do you mean, the
I got it! It matched the one.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No,
Oh,
it's wrong.
Mondo, you little bastard.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago.
Oh no. She didn't mention the
She
color.
never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Oh no.
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh
And
no.
before we began the trial,
I'm gonna save the game here, because I feel like we've figured out who it is. Yeah, we know who it is at this point. We know, guys. It was
The
Mondo.
only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of, but
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Cherry? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
no, that can't be it either.
According according to the testimony. Stuffed it into the bag. Yeah.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However,
Mondo, he's like, oh,
Mondo
God.
was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Really?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he acted, yeah.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Yeah.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Because you killed someone, Mondo.
I would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of lead.
My time has nearly come.
Wait, what?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
Oh, it's just his ebook.
What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Then it must belong to... It must be Chihiro's.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any...
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the... For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
I do.
How precisely did the handbooks get
Yeah.
broken?
I'm hitting its weak
I
point.
got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was. But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Someone must have figured it out.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, That would be very not good.
Just tell us already.
Is it he?
Why would we...
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
That's
I
interesting.
flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Whoa, that's
The
interesting.
temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
That's
if
interesting,
the hot
so
air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Yeah. And it would have to be someone who would know that.
The culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Oh no, that means that the broken handbook is Mondo's, or... yeah.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean?
Like
by
Mondo, who
accident?
didn't take his clothes off.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness?
Yeah.
And it broke. They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they hadn't...
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook in.
I do.
know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the...
It was Mondo. It really sketches me out here that the way he looks, because maybe he knows, but it was Mondo who wore his clothes. That's the
Here's my
problem.
answer.
It was only Mondo.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, really, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Make my argument. It's gonna be the card reader. It's the only thing I haven't used yet.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's hand, then that proves that what Makoto...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Okay.
Let's test if what he says you broke your own. In other words, if Mondo's, then that proves...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I want to see what he says right at the end there.
What he says you broke your own. In other words...
Because that seems to give you
Well, my
hints.
goddamn handbook.
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna. If I can just prove that, to show that the handbook must actually be Leon.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong after all. Shoot.
Okay.
Let's test if what he said you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was
I keep
wrong.
missing, guys. I'm so sorry here. Yeah. I know. I'm just trying to get to that point.
What he said
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's, then that proves that.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Really?
See? Makoto
Oh
was
my
wrong.
god. Let me hit it. Like, I'm wasting so much time here because it just won't let me hit it. Look at this rectangle. I am not moving this rectangle, and is moving it the whole
My
time.
goddamn handbook works just fine.
There.
No, that's wrong.
Holy moly, guys. I'm so sorry. The rectangle's wanting to move everywhere. This went from an easy
Mondo,
case to...
The handbook you have right now. Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook. I think he took Leon's hand after all. Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
True.
So then, the broken, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now
Is actually Leon's.
Doesn't that violate the school regulation that says?
No.
Here's how I look. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If as such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse...
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on. Tell him he's wrong.
Oh, he believes
You
him
are
so
wrong.
hard.
You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
And we will do that in the next episode, guys. And hopefully, Mondo gets his just desserts. I've been Vampire218, and we'll see that next time. Bye.